And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Pacer Pit here on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken. I'm Marcus Johnson, bringing you the home opener between the USC Aiken men's soccer team and Lenoir-Rhyne. Looks to be a good game. There were some clouds in the sky earlier on, but they have disappeared, and we have a nice sunset going on as we get set for this home opener. Pacers are on the field. Lenoir-Rhyne is on the field. Moments away. And we are underway here at Pacer Pit. Lenoir-Rhyne takes possession first, holding it in their own end. Pacers trying to apply some pressure here. And a whistle will call the play dead. Lenoir-Rhyne kicks it into the Pacer zone. Pacer defense gets a hold of it, trying to send it back on out. But Lenoir-Rhyne picks up possession once again, holding it at midfield. Now they're going to send it on back to their keeper. Keeper Zach King for Lenoir-Rhyne. And I'm joined now by my co-broadcaster who was downstairs setting up some of the stat work, Brent Hager. Welcome.
Thanks, and also we've got a jersey number change already. As Bearcat is wearing number 11 and Duckett is wearing 13.
Well, good thing you called that, because I probably would have missed that.
Well, they said the jerseys didn't fit.
Well.
Only had a month of preseason, but we figured it out, so we're good.
That's a good enough reason, I guess, to change their numbers.
It's almost a completely different team for USC Aiken on the field, with only 7 returning players from last year. It's going to take a few minutes to get used to who everybody is.
It will, and I'll be surprised if I mess up a couple times on names.
But the one name you'll be familiar with is number 10, Andre Simmons, who's the 6th leading scorer in school history.
And Andre Simmons, who was highlighted in your notes a few times this for week 1.
Yeah, his next assist will be the school record holder. Right now he's tied for number 1 on the list, but I mean, it's pretty impressive. He has 25 assists, and he's number 6 on the scoring list. I mean, usually it's the goal scorers, but Andre finds everybody else and gets them involved, and that's really been his calling the last few years.
It's always nice to have a guy who can set up a good play, and that's what Simmons has done for this Pacer squad.
And he can finish when he needs to. He's converted several PKs over the years.
Lenoir-Rhyne sending it deep into the Pacers zone. Pacers taking possession of the ball, and they're going to bring it up.
As Brett Smith flicks it out. Tries to get it ahead, but the Bears are able to control it.
Nice header there to give the Pacers possession. 2 headers in a row. Pacers lose possession now to Lenoir-Rhyne, and they pick it right back up again.
Lenoir-Rhyne's always a tough team that plays very well coached, and always gives you a second fits. So this should be an extremely fun watch game. Just 3 minutes in, and Roberto Biandicho he's a whiz with the ball. Just to say, I mean, his footwork is amazing.
Lenoir-Rhyne trying to put some pressure on the Pacer D now. Most of the action has been on the Pacers side of the pitch. We'll fight for the ball. Pacers picking up possession, trying to bring it up past midfield.
Simmons tries to flip it back to a teammate and loses it. Biandicho able to control it for a second. And then everyone's looking for the foul, and referee says, get up, and so we're going to continue playing. But that's the first time I've seen all 22 players stop.
Everybody thought there was a foul, but except for the official there.
And he's like, we are not going to stop this game at all. No chance of weather like there was last night, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, I said earlier there were some clouds threatening, but things have cleared up. The sun is setting.
It's still hot.
It's still a bit hot, but we have a nice breeze coming in, though.
We do. We're joined by Hunter Lathrop on the camera, so if he messes up, you can contact him, former tennis standout.
Well, it gets past midfield again, sent all the way back to the Lenoir-Rhyne keeper, Zach King again.
Can't ask for a nicer day for a season opener.
Oh, yeah, beautiful day out. Lenoir-Rhyne with the ball. Pacers trying to take it back. They do. Right in front of the Pacer goal. Here comes a shot, and that's going to sail high over the net and go into the intramural softball field. Out of play.
Rossler booted it pretty far, and if it's a field goal, it would have been good, but in soccer, it's just high. So Chase Blunt's going to boot it out. The about fifth year senior out of Gilbert, Arizona. He has not been here for all his years, but he's been around for a couple years, and so it feels like he's been here for about 7 or 8. But great kid, getting the start. He was injured last year.
As you said, injuries really hurt this Pacer team last year when they had a really good shot at making a run at the conference tournament.
Well, they made the conference tournament, but they were had a chance to actually, make the NCAA tournament. They were short-handed for much of the year, and then at the end of the year, they needed to win a couple of matches to get in the conference tournament, and they did that. But when you had injuries to about half the people, it felt like that was on the team, and that really stunted their growth last year. And when they were all together, they played really well. But really, the last 2 years, the one thing that's hurt USC Aiken has been the injuries. 2 years ago, they were 5-1-1 when they had everybody on the team, but the rest of the year, the injuries played such a big part. They weren't able to compete for an NCAA berth.
And you just hate that when injuries play that big of a role in sports.
You do, and they're going to whistle the foul on Oliver McCallan, the sophomore from Farnham, England. Hope I say that correctly. My parents lived in England for a few years, so I should know that.
All my ancestors are from Ireland, so I wouldn't know. And the Bears keeping it in their own zone. Trying to set up the play.
Swinging over to Trey Knight, who's going to look for his teammate. Gets it back and going about 1-on-3.
The shot across the net. Pacer defense mixes things up there, keeps Lenoir-Rhyne from setting things up.
And the ball headed out by Thomas Kretschmer, the 6'5" freshman, and that's one thing you can't teach is height.
Yeah, height is something else, and if he's only 6'5" as a freshman, you're kind of scared to see what it'll be like as a senior.
At least 6'5".
At least, you're right about that. Pacers taking possession. Getting it around midfield.
Plays it just a little bit too far.
And it could have been a nice breakaway opportunity, but King got to it and sent it all the way back to the Pacers side.
And King, the 5'11" junior of Altamonte Springs, Florida. They have a lot of really talented football players, not just soccer, but also football players out of that location.
Yeah, you need to be a little more specific sometimes. There's 2 different types of footballs in the world.
As Brett Smith boots it down. And this is going to be sad to see that Brett Smith is the last year of the Smith family that's come through. We had Dean Smith, his brother, that played for 4 years, and they played together for a couple of years, but as Brett's going to be a senior this year, and it's going to be difficult to not see him on the roster next year.
Bears bringing it down close to the Pacer goal. It's broken up by the D, though, and it's sent out of bounds.
As Driss Bearcat was able to get in and flip it out of bounds. Bearcat, who's wearing number 11 instead of 13.
Yeah, that's going to be that's going to mix me up a few times, I think.
Well, that's what we're here for. Help you out.
That's what you're here for.
And they get whistle for the foul. It's a holding 15-yard penalty just about.
Yeah, just about 10-yard penalty, I believe. You see him tugging on the jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong football.
But better to do that and to let him get away and go 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, I guess.
That's true, yeah. Sometimes taking the penalty is worth it.
Yeah, pretty good crowd in the stands. We have Nader Faki, who was a former soccer player. He's back. He drove from Michigan, drove all night to get here to watch the season opener.
Oh, that is dedication. Pacers trying to keep it on the Bears side of the pitch. And the ball's going to go into the crowd.
And Brett Smith's going to throw it in. Looking for Simmons. And they're whistling offsides on that.
Bears are now going to try to bring it on up.
And if I'm quiet for a minute, I apologize. I'm multitasking with our volleyball team playing as well.
And a volleyball team down in Pensacola, Florida.
Playing the number 11 team in the nation, Wheeling Jesuit. Won the national title in 2015.
And Pacer Volleyball, who won the Southeast region last year, looking to defend that title, and they've got a good group to do that.
They do. You know, they're really experienced, but they're starting a lot of freshmen right now too, which bodes well for them, and also for the men's soccer and also women's soccer last night. If you were here to watch it, and we have a lot of young, talented student athletes across the board in every single sport.
And the women's soccer team pulling off that 4-1 win last night, even with the nasty weather that was going on in the area.
That's about the only thing that slowed us down last night.
Of course, again, you score 4 goals. I don't really call that slow.
No, and it's actually the most goals scored in a season opener for the women's team since 2007. As Biondito tries to get past about 17 people, so it feels like.
Well, he managed to do a pretty good job of it, keeping the ball in the field of play. And Whistle's going to call things dead.
And the referee's going to talk to Biondito for a minute. And he's going to say, calm down a minute, not going to give him the yellow card. It was a hard tackle, didn't mean anything by it. The one thing you notice about Coach Afoji, who's been here for a long time, is he doesn't stand up and coach like some of the other teams. He's on the bench, and he's kind of a quiet-spoken man during the game, except for when he talks, people listen. It's powerful words that he has.
Oh, that's what matters.
And this year we're going to actually have a post-game press conference with him and at least one of the players after every single match. So make sure you go to Facebook Live on Pacer Athletics to watch that.
Some good footwork over there.
As Dave Stone is back on the team. Very talented player.
Bears keeping it into the Pacer zone, trying to set up a shot. That one's blocked, however.
Good job by Chris Perez to get in there.
Perez using the body to block that shot. That's what you got to do.
And Perez is 6'3", senior. I mean, just a big-bodied student athlete. You can't teach 6'3".
You can't teach 6'3"?
Can't teach 6'5".
But you can improve on it.
Absolutely. And Chris is a fun kid to be around. I call him kid. I mean, everyone's a kid to me.
Well, yeah, to you. Meanwhile, their oldest are only a couple years younger than me, so about my age. Pacers take possession of the ball, trying to bring it up the pitch.
And Simmons looks to distribute, but gets it taken away from him. And Smith's able to kick it out of bounds. So the Bears are going to have the ball. Going to look for the throw-in.
Bears throw the ball in, play gets back underway, and the Pacers send it back on out into the Bears' defensive zone. Bears pick possession back up again, however. And it's stolen away this time by the Pacers. They're going to try to bring it on up and get a quick shot on goal, possibly.
And Simmons looks to play it through, but loses the ball.
And nobody there to try to pick up a pass.
It looked like Bearcat was the student athlete on the far side, and he is.
Bears now bringing it up.
You can really tell the difference as the sun's getting ready to go over the clouds right now with about 5-10 degree drop in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, kind of like during that eclipse not too long ago when that sucker came through.
I was in a meeting, so I didn't really get to see it.
You missed a nice little show.
Saw it on TV though.
It's not the same.
I can say I lived through it.
Yeah, I guess you can. But then when they ask you what it looks like, and you say it looked like an office room.
It looked dark. It was kind of, couldn't see much.
Ball still sitting on the Pacers' side, and it's going to roll out of bounds. A little shove there.
And Bearcat, I think maybe that was Bearcat.
I'm not sure who did the shoving.
It was Driss Bearcat, I believe.
I'll take your word for it.
He's getting and it is. He's getting a little talking to. And Lenoir-Rhyne, the women's soccer team, who comes in here tomorrow afternoon, got off to a good start, knocking off a top 25 Limestone team last night.
Always good when you can knock off a nationally ranked team.
As our volleyball team is trying to do that right now with number 11 Willing Jesuit.
Well, I mean, with our volleyball team, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they'll probably get nationally ranked at some point in this season. Ball is shot high, and it's going to land on top of the Pacer goal.
And, Lenoir-Rhyne, like I said, well-coached men's soccer team. The women's soccer team's always well-coached. They've beaten us pretty badly the past couple of years, but we look to be much improved over the past couple of years. And it's going to be an interesting match tomorrow.
It will, yeah. 1 o'clock, I believe, that game.
So it's going to be hot as anything.
I'll probably go against the dress code and have to wear khaki shorts, not long pants.
Oh, you can feel free to. As I told him I sweat too much, so I'm going to wear jeans. And, I can wear khaki pants, khaki shorts, whatever, but he's like, just wear what's comfortable when you're outdoors doing soccer on top of a press box.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier. Unlike when you're in the convo and you got a nice central air system going.
Absolutely. And even softball and baseball in the press boxes up there.
Oh, baseball sometimes, especially 2 seasons ago, that air conditioning did not work.
Yeah, but it's baseball, so you kind of just forget about it and being hot over there and just have fun calling the games.
That's true. Always, USC Aiken always fields a good baseball team.
Yes. McAllen tries to play it into the box.
Bears taking possession again.
Stop by Rossler.
Long kick.
Long. And Perez tries to get a hold of it, but Nadeau ends up with the ball. Looking for a shot. Plays it up top.
Good D there by the Pacers to block another shot.
Lopez shoots and block. And
ooh, off the crossbar. And that's going to go out of play.
And they said Chase Bolton got a piece of that, so great job by Bolton.
Excellent job indeed by Bolton. Just got enough of it to deflect it off the crossbar.
Chase trimmed the beard that he's grown for about 2 years recently. Kind of threw me off.
Trimmed it. It's still a pretty impressive beard out there. You can see it from all the way up here.
My eyes aren't that good, so.
Oh, they're better than mine. And the ball needed to be wrestled away from a dog that somebody has brought.
I'm sure they'll get talked to at some point with the no pet policy here on campus.
Header almost getting into the net, but is deflected high. And the ball is kicked again out of bounds.
This is going to be another corner kick here for the Bears. Looks like number 13, Trey Knight, the freshman from Blanche, North Carolina. He's going to take it. Either that or number 22, Holden Bryant, the junior from Raleigh.
They're setting up for that corner kick. Close to the net, and Bolton gets a hand on it.
And he gets pushed in the back, so good job by Bolton to play big and strong and get the ball and get the call. And he's going to wait till everybody goes forward to boot it away.
Smart move by Bolton.
I mean, sometimes if you can play quick and you get someone on a breakaway, it's great. But if not, set up your offense and let's go. Flips over to Ito, the transfer from Winthrop, I believe.
Bears again on the offensive. Some nice footwork going on here as they bring it up. Bolton's going to run on out and chase that ball down to take away any offensive attack.
Good job by Bolton to get over there quickly. And he looks more agile than he did in the last year, but he also got injured very early in the season. But Bolton knows this is his senior year and he wants to make a difference and help the Pacers get back to earn a berth in the NCAA tournament for the second time in school history. The last time being 2014.
Not too far away. Huh?
And when these seniors were freshmen, and Andre Simmons was a catalyst of that team. So was Brett Smith, playing a whole lot of minutes. Looks like Daniel Orlek is going to come into the game here in a few minutes. Getting ready to check in for the Pacers. The junior from Panama City. Seahan throws the ball in, and Pacers take it away. Bearcat corrals it near midfield, flips it forward. Bears are able to stop the offensive attack by the Pacers.
Yeah, they almost had a breakaway there from Ito. If that ball gotten through, Ito would have had a clear path to the goal.
And you also had Andre Simon over there just waiting to take the ball and maybe score instead of passing it. Not sure.
Hey, you never know. There's a shot, and that's going to sail high over the net. And it's going to go out of bounds.
A shot by Numansana, the junior from France.
It was a good hard shot, but it was maybe half a foot too high.
And I'll go ahead and apologize for both of us. If we mess up the names, we apologize for this. We're trying our best.
Also, this is my first soccer game, so.
You know, I'm so used to having Noel Mace and a couple other people who were up here calling men's soccer for a couple years. I hadn't had to do it in a while, so it's a little bit more difficult for me. I usually just bring the entertainment value to the broadcast.
Oh, of course. You can bring a good in-depth analysis, too, being the SID. You follow every single player for every single sport at this school.
And cheer and dance.
Including, ooh, nice little slide tackle there, but they're going to blow that play dead.
And they're going to stop the clock there, and he's going to talk to Ito, and giving Ito a yellow card. So I guess the warning.
Ito playing aggressive there. Sadly, it came back to bite him.
We have 23:36 left in the opening half. Scoreless here at Pacer Pit. Good little crowd trickling in here on a Friday night high school football night.
Yeah,
in this town, and it's a big thing.
Especially with South Aiken football picking up steam. They went to the lower state finals last year.
I actually did one of the broadcasts, one of the TV games last year for him.
Oh, wow.
It was the Aiken-South Aiken game.
The best game to go to.
It was the first time I'd ever been to a South Aiken game. It was actually pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, they're great. I went there. Went to a lot of the senior games when I was there. That was the worst year to go, though.
As Simon takes the ball and gets past two defenders, and they're going to whistle the Bears for the foul. So Pacers are going to control the ball again.
Pacers have yet to get a shot on goal.
As the Bears have one, I believe.
At least one, yeah. They've had a couple come close, but they just sailed high. Yeah. And Bolton just getting a piece of that would register it as a shot on goal.
Mm-hmm. It's funny enough, if it hits the crossbar, it does not count as a shot and goal in the stats, which is weird.
That is very strange.
Because I guess they say that it wouldn't go in because it hit the crossbar, but as they play it deep and all the way through everybody, good effort as Biendizo tries to chase it down, but he's unable to get to it. So
Bears just let that roll out of bounds. Botfield didn't even bother touching it.
It looked like he tried to play it, and he just ran around it and confused me.
Yeah, I got a little confused, too. I think he just figured to let it go. No, none of the Bears had touched it.
And the referee says you need to scoot back a little bit. That's the one thing with soccer. You'll see people try to scoot up another 3 to 5, 7 yards and throw it in. I don't blame him. I do the same thing.
Hey, if you can get away with it.
And he throws it pretty long. Perez boots it back down at him.
The Pacers a little extra time to set up defensively.
And it's going to be a good matchup between Perez and Numansana.
Another header and another one out of bounds.
As Orlick heads it away in his first action as a Pacer.
This time the Bears are able to do something with the throw-in.
Yeah. CM plays it to the box. Numansana hits it high and onto the former softball field.
Former softball field, current intramural field.
And USC Aiken has just won the first set against Willing Jesuit, number 11 team in the country. Allie Smith has 5 kills in the opening set, freshman. Kelsey Sperlin has a kill, the redshirt freshman. Sorry, I get a little bit excited. I love all my teams here, and it's fun to watch a team that, as we think, has a very good shot to win a national championship this year.
They are a national contender. I mean, you win a region, you've got a good shot.
And this USC Aiken men's soccer team, Coach Afoji said he's very excited about this team this year. As excited as he was about the 2014 team, maybe even a little bit more.
Oh, good job to run that down by Sihan. Keeping that one from going out of bounds and keeping the Bears' attack going, but the Pacer defense trying to get to it now. Bears pick it back up for some pressure this time from the Pacers.
Plays it across the pitch. Biandicha comes out of nowhere to corral it, and he's going 1-on-2.
And a whistle will blow the play dead.
Botfield had the control of the ball, and Bears are going to take it with just under 20 minutes to go in the first half. This has been a fun-filled opening weekend. Thursday night and Friday we have home soccer. Tomorrow we have home soccer. Monday doubleheader. Labor Day, we're going to labor.
Yeah, we are indeed. I was a little confused too when you asked me if I was going to be available for Labor Day.
Looks like Knight's going to take the kick.
Ooh, good bit of body work there from the Pacers as the ball goes out of bounds.
Right off of Ito, and Bolton's going to take the kick. But you will be here Monday?
I will be here.
You're off on your job, yes.
I'm off on my other job.
Yes, but we're going to have fun over here. And how much of a job is it when you're working in sports?
I don't really even consider this a job. This is a social activity.
I consider mine about the same thing.
Well, you know what they say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Oh. There is work to do at the job, but
there is.
But at the same point, it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Had several student athletes from women's soccer that were in my office earlier today talking about stuff, also looking for candy. But they were in my office today talking about the win last night. And, it's good to see them coming off and feeling confident about that game last night. And they're hoping that the men's team can do the same thing.
It'd be nice to pick up a couple of opening wins on the season.
Yep. And Maki Provost is coming in, the junior transfer, but he's from Aiken.
Coming back to his hometown.
I believe he was at Presbyterian before now.
Well, Aiken always seems to produce good, solid soccer players. South Aiken, I know, has many state championships.
And Provost getting middle of it right away. Smith challenging for the ball.
Bears picking it back up. Trying to get back on the attack. But some nice defense there by Tobier. Tobier just stood there and said, try to get around me.
Yeah, Bearcat loses it. They play it in and a little too far on the give and go.
Yeah, Bolton will run on out there and pick it up.
He is not to be confused with Michael Bolton. His singing abilities are nowhere near that.
Or Zach Bolton from a famous musical.
I'm lost already.
It's a movie. It was from a movie.
Okay.
A movie you probably would not have seen.
Which is funny because I have about 500 of them at my house. Not on Netflix, at my house. DVD form.
Yeah, you were telling me about that collection of yours. I just prefer to stream.
Yeah.
Thrown back inbounds by the Bears. A little fight for the ball. And that fight will be won by the Pacers, but it's going to go out of bounds anyway.
I'm willing to think that Lenoir-Rhyne is probably going to be one of the top couple teams in the SAC. I mean, they have the defending national champion Wingate Bulldogs, in there, but Lenoir-Rhyne's going to give them fits all year long.
I mean, any conference play you have, doesn't matter if you're the last team in the nation or the national champ facing off against the national champion. It usually is going to bring up some drama.
It is. Just over 16 minutes to go in the half. This contest brought to you by Willie Joel's Barbecue. This served with every side is
every dish is served with a side of Southern hospitality.
I can't get it out, but I've got plans to go there with actually my staff to go there Tuesday for lunch. So should be good. It always is.
Where's my invite?
You're at work.
I am at work.
And this is my student help staff.
Oh, okay. I see how things are.
Yes. As Biandicho gets the ball, comes up the left side of the pitch looking for Simon and kicks it too far.
Yeah, just kicked it right behind him instead of in front of him.
If it's in front of him, he's still going with that ball, but Bears take it, and it's going to be Seahan on the throw-in. He's been all over the place today.
He has. Pacers pick up possession and going to send it on out, but the Bears will take it right back.
Yeah. Pitharis takes it, the senior, back to the keeper.
And right back to Pitharis.
Yeah. The senior from London, England, where my parents lived for 3 years. I should say right outside London, but close enough.
Yeah, we get the idea.
You probably haven't heard the town Ipswich, but you've heard of London, so same thing almost.
All those little suburbs around these big cities.
You know, like Augusta is to Aiken.
If you say so. Ball will be picked up by the Bears as the Pacers tried to get it on goal. Futile attempts as that one is sent deep down the pitch.
And this is a battle over here between these two, between Numansana and Perez, and this is going to be fun to watch the rest of the night.
Both of them are playing physical, and they seem to be able to match themselves inch for inch and pound for pound.
Numansana is he's fun to watch with the ball.
Bears with it, trying to find an open lane.
Lopez looking to flip it back to Seahan.
Seahan sending it back out to midfield. Bears are now going to try to eat some time and set up.
And take it all the way back, which is always dangerous, though. You know, the keeper can't touch it with his hands if you play it back, and something could go wrong. And we've seen that happen several times over the course of my life, which is a few years more than you.
Just a few. Bears with possession again.
And Biandito gets it from Orlek, looks for Simon, misses him.
It's just still keeping possession, however.
And Simon takes it near the top to Orlek.
Nice moves out there by the Pacers. Bears are going to send it high into the sky.
They're going to call offsides, which always tough when there's a group of people right next to each other if it's really offsides or not. But soccer, you could be 2 inches, which is offsides, of course, in any sport. But wow, it's tougher to tell in soccer than I think it is in football, by far.
Oh yeah, and
because you're lining off offsides, and here it's constantly moving.
Yeah, it's that constant movement aspect that really makes it a challenge.
Yeah, just over 13 minutes to play in the half. Still knotted at 0-0. Roster plays it up front. Numansana gets it, flips it back, and it's going to go out of bounds for the goal kick for Bolton. And Coach Afoji's up, so he's got to be saying something important.
Trying to motivate the troops. Organize them properly.
Bolton boots it past midfield.
Over the heads of everybody.
And they're calling a foul on Orlek. They said he was trying to hug his counterpart, so that's not really fair.
No free hugs. So the Bears will take possession again. Ooh, and that one is stolen away by Lopez, who brings it in on goal, and he shoots it just wide of the net.
And he's looking for Numansana, I believe, and on the cross, and just couldn't connect. And he actually could have gone back to the far post and been able to probably get it past Bolton, but
yeah, he had a pretty open lane on the goal there.
Of course, we say that, and it's a lot harder to do when you're on the field.
Oh, of course.
You know.
I played 1 year of soccer when I was 5. That's about all I've got.
Did you get a participation trophy?
I got a participation ribbon.
Oh, okay. As Bolton boots it away.
Bears will take it.
And Orlek corrals it, flips it back to Perez. To Simon. Thanks for Orlek. He's racing down the sideline, looks deep, but kicks it out of bounds.
Pacers still haven't gotten a shot on goal. Offense has had a couple of chances, but then they got called on that offsides.
Bears have always had a stingy defense, though. Back to even when I was a student at another South Net Conference school I won't mention, since we have Lenoir-Rhyne fans on the broadcast.
Don't want to get that hate mail.
No, but I do have a few friends actually working at Lenoir-Rhyne right now.
So they'll forgive you, I guess.
Yes, includes the women's basketball coach, which used to be my counterpart here and in the WVIC. As we have a foul here. Lopez goes down, but he's tough. He scratches his noggin and is like, I'm fine.
Just rubbing the pain out.
I actually talked to Lenoir-Rhyne's assistant softball coach, who was here for a couple years, Lindsay Jones, this afternoon. She said, after Lenoir-Rhyne wins, I'm going to call you and talk trash. And I said, you can call me either way. But
she'd probably talk trash even if they lost.
Yeah, but great kid, just like their women's basketball coach, Cameron Seeley, who I've known for about, 7 years, 6-7 years. And their cheerleading coach actually worked with the Gardner Webb, so. And a few of the people who are their class acts. As Biandicho gets his body on that one.
Shot on goal, and that's in there.
Wow, just pinball around the midfield after it went off Biandicho, and we're going to get who the goal scorer was. I could not tell who it was at that point. But great reaction just to get the ball and flip it in. And Coach Foji's going to send in someone that has a different jersey than what we have. And Mitch Botfield was on the goal. And Smith is going to come off the field. We're going to get this substitute here in a minute who's wearing a different jersey than what we have.
And after the goal, Pacers will take the ball, try to move it on up. And a whistle blows the play dead.
And Gregory Bennett is the one wearing 29 tonight. He's number 6 in the program, though. And we will find out what's going on with the jersey numbers, if it's a one-time thing, if it's going to be a switch.
Yeah, it's probably just another case of the jersey didn't fit.
Is Simon taking the ball? Plays it short. He gets it back, though.
The Bears once again on the attack, bringing it up the field.
With just over 8 minutes to go in the half. Bears lead 1-0. And they're going to give possession to the Pacers, and it's time to thank Tyler Shire Auto Center. For all your tire needs, go to Tyler Shire Auto Center. Great people who give a lot of money to help us with the broadcast.
Money makes the world go around, as they say.
And we appreciate everything they do. Former Pacer alumni.
Pacers trying to keep it in the offensive zone.
And they're saying that was not a foul and going to get the ball back to the Bears.
Cries of protest coming from the Pacer bench.
So one referee called it, and the main one said no. And he has the bigger whistle, so he can overrule people.
That's all that matters in the end.
And this is a tough sport to be a referee on.
Nice job there by Bolton to break up all of that offense. And grab the ball.
Great effort by him, because if it gets past him, it's 2-0. But with 7 minutes to go, it's 1-0 Lenoir-Rhyne.
Ball bounces away. He's just trying to get to it, but it's going to get sent out of bounds.
Yeah. Provost is trying to play it. And McAllen going to go get the ball. He's looking to throw it in. And their Bears are going to head it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick. So someone's going to take it, and this is one of his specialties. One of them because he has several.
And we'll see if something happens here. The Pacers can get their first shot on goal and make it a goal. Simmons sets it up.
And it looks like he's going to probably play it to the far side of the post.
Simmons sends it in, and it's off of a Bear head. Pacers trying to keep it around there, and they will not be able to. Pacers do pick up possession, but they send it out of bounds.
And just looks like the Pacers just a hair off on all their passes right now.
And that'll be fixed as the season goes on.
And hopefully they can fix it at halftime.
That's true.
But, you know, you have a lot of new players here and trying to interact with one of the best players to ever play the game here at USC and Andre Simmons. It's tough to do because he expects certain things, and you're asking newcomers to do stuff that people like the Dean Smiths and the Jordan Masiris, the Sandra Duncans, those type of student athletes are able to do over the past few years, and Noah Mays, Ryan Dwyer, those kids could do that. These kids have been playing together for about 3 weeks, and it's tough to understand what everybody wants. And they play quickly. Simmons trying to switch the pitch.
Just about 5 minutes left in that first half.
And Dave Stone's playing it long. And they're calling a foul. It's going to go to USC Aiken with 4:45 left to go in the half. They play quickly.
And it's just going to roll out.
Yep, and they're looking for the quick give and go. And we're going to have another substitute here for USC Aiken.
Another number that doesn't match. Callahan Walker will be the substitute.
Yeah, should be number 21 in your program.
And King will send it on out. Pacers will intercept it and try to bring it back on up. Simmons has it stolen away from him.
And they just kick it out of bounds, and Pacers are going to play it quickly. Looking for the throw in.
Short little throw in. Pacers keeping possession. Sending it back on out to midfield. And it's broken up.
And good job by Lenoir-Rhyne there. And they're just going to play it long and kick it out of bounds. And
drain some time on the clock.
Well, I think the referee said there was a foul, and there was a foul. With 3:15 to go in the half, Bears lead 1-0. This has been a fun-filled game, though, so far.
It has been pretty exciting, yes. One goal scored so far, though, and that's a Bear goal.
Opening weekend, you expect your best from everybody, and you're getting two quality teams right here.
King will kick it high, but not too far as it just makes it past midfield.
But the Bears come away with it.
And the Pacers are going to take possession of it now, trying to bring it on up.
Bearcat gets it.
And it rolls out of bounds. Pacers, almost getting a shot on goal, but it's blocked by Sihan. Some good defense there. As you said, he's all over the place.
And right now they're trying to box out so Bolton can get it. Good defense by USC Aiken. Basically played box out type defense.
Pacers trying to bring it on up with 2 minutes left in the half.
And Numansana is able to corral it, and man, he's impressive to watch. Not sure what the controversy was, but Sheehan's going to throw it in with the minute 30 on the clock.
And it rolls right back out.
Pacers going to throw it in. And it's to Callahan Walker. He's going to throw it in, and Biandicha gets a boot on it, but back to the Bears momentarily. And Orlac gets whistled for the foul, the high kick.
Left in the half. 1 minute.
And at halftime, we can go ahead with 1 minute left in the half. You know, we can look for a house for me to buy here in town. Since I've been looking for one, gonna probably contact the concierge team in Mike State. Been helpful so far for me. Great sponsor, USC Aiken. Biandicha steals the ball near midfield. Has him to his right. To Barricat, kicks it, and it's flicked out of bounds for a corner kick.
They just have to hurry. 20 seconds left in the half.
And Simmons trying to get everybody organized with 12, 11, 10.
9, 8, 7.
And too far.
Headed away and sent on out.
And so as we go into halftime, I'd like to thank Aiken Flooring for all their hard work and help, and you know, just continue watching PacerSports.com for the next 15 minutes. Join us back for the second half, and hopefully USC can make a comeback. Right now, Bears lead 1-0.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the University of South Carolina Aiken's Pacer Pit. Pacers taking on the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears, trailing 1-0 at the start of the second half. Pacers put it into the offensive zone, but the Bears trying to get it out. Pacers keeping it in, however. Now the Bears will take it, sending it around midfield, and they're going to try to bring it on up. Lopez bringing it in, loses it. Bears keep possession, however. Pacer defense trying to mix things up, and they send it back on out to midfield, and it's going to roll out of bounds. Marcus Johnson joined by Brent Hager here as the second half gets underway.
Sorry about that. I was checking my interns from Auto Owners. And also talking to Coach Afoji about the jersey changes.
Ah, yes. Trying to clear that up. And
we're going to talk after the match to see if it's going to change for the season or if it's just a one-time thing with these people. But as of tonight, we've got a couple changes that we have noted, so we're good to go.
Ball staying around midfield. Nobody with really good, solid possession just yet. Pacers trying to make a change on that as they bring it into the offensive zone. Pacers looking for an open lane. No lane is opened yet. They're going to send it on out, and oh, the chance is wasted as it goes away. And the Pacers unable to make anything happen. They're going to send it high over the net and out of bounds. Sitting there wide open was Kento Ito, but he misplayed the ball with his feet. Had an open net, basically, to take a shot on, and that could come back to haunt him.
A little unlucky, you'd say?
Just a little unlucky.
Kind of like I was today when I played the South Carolina Education Lottery.
Ah, yes, the South Carolina Education Lottery, where you're not only taking a chance, but you're
giving a chance.
Thank you for finishing.
You know, all these people are great sponsors for USC Aiken, and again, we couldn't do what we do without them, so we appreciate everything they do.
Bears trying to head it into to the Pacers zone. Pacers keeping it around midfield, however. Bears taking possession now. Trying to find an open man. Lopez chasing it down. Keeps it from going out of bounds. Trying to beat the defender. Some fancy footwork does that. Bears keeping possession, sending it in near the goal.
Headed away briefly.
Good possession here from the Bears. And a little shot on goal, and it's going to be a save for Chase Bolton, the most direct shot he's gotten all day.
5 yards out from Numansana, and Bolton was right on top of it.
He read that perfectly. Ate the ball right into his gut.
Both feet down, it would have been even a catch in the NFL.
It would have. Both feet inbounds, full possession of the ball.
And booted all the way down the field, and Bears trying to kick it out of bounds, and that's what they do. And USC is going to try to play quickly. Ito throws it into the box. Over to Simmons, who flips it. Far side. Too far.
Just missing, looking for that back corner. Far back corner. Was unable to get it, though.
Vuvuzela being played over there.
King will take it, and he'll try to kick it on out. And gets it out to midfield. Pacers head it back into the offensive zone, and it's going to roll out of bounds. That'll be a Bear ball.
A little bit of change of the lineup here for USC Aiken. Looks like number 15, Apugo, is in the lineup, I believe. They must have called a holding on the throw-in. So Pacers are going to take it.
Opportunity to get some offensive action here as it's sent deep into the Bears zone. Couple headers as it bounces around. Bears take possession of it. Good pressure from the Pacers. And a little bit of a tumble over here.
And Orlak is going to be whistle for the foul, and referee tells him to come talk to him. And there's a rough play. and Orlak's going to be given the yellow card. And it's unintentional. I mean, they're both going for the ball, and Orlak's checking on the
Yeah, you could see it right away. He was looking at him, like trying to check on him, making sure everything was okay.
Right.
And that's how a lot of this stuff is. Nobody.
There's no ill intention. It's just going for the ball and get tangled up. And
I mean, sports are rough. Sports are physical, and that kind of stuff happens. That's why you have medical staff usually on hand.
And we do. We have one of the best trainers in the region, and Clarissa over here, and Lenoir-Rhyne brought some of their own members of their staff. So
the Bears will take possession.
as Trey Knight's going to take it.
Ball bounces around near the goal. Pace is trying to take possession now, and they're going to send it on out into the Bears zone. A little foot race for the ball, and it's going to be won by the Bears. And it's going to roll near the corner and just out of bounds. Hard to see from over here where that out of bounds line is.
Good job by Pugo to force him to have the ball out of bounds there.
That was some excellent pressure, and even though he lost the foot race, he won the battle.
The ball's flipped over, and King comes up with it.
Taking away the chance for a header shot or a bicycle kick shot.
We'll teach you soccer by the end of the year.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just, yeah.
I was working on baseball a couple years ago with the left and right field. And
last
year with volleyball.
Just don't start. Just don't start.
In the spring, we're going to take on tennis.
Oh, I mean, I know tennis. Played a good 10 years of it.
Well, actually, we might let you call the Peach Bowl Conference cheer and dance competition, which we're hosting this year, I believe.
Oh, you really want me to fail, don't you?
Hey, you can't succeed unless you fail. I don't know.
Whatever. Whatever it is.
38 minutes left in the contest. Bears lead 1-0.
Pacer women won their home opener. Pacer men trying to do the same. Have to fight back, though, from the 1-0 deficit.
And the women were ahead or tied the whole time.
Yeah, 4-1 was the final of that game, and they actually play Lenoir-Rhyne tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
We will be here for that. At least I will be. I'm not sure if you will be.
I mean, I'll be here, but I won't be happy about it. Bears holding possession of the ball around midfield, sending it back into the Pacers zone.
Quiet crowd today. Decent-sized crowd, but they're very quiet and subdued, just watching the game.
All analytical, no emotion.
And Ito after the ball and wins it, flips into Simmon.
Simmon looking for an opening. He's getting shoved out of the way of the ball, and he's going to lose possession of it. Pacers trying to keep possession now. They do. Simmon takes it back. Trying to beat two defenders. He's going to be unable to, and the ball's going to get deflected out of bounds off of a Lenoir-Rhyne body.
And thrown into the box. Loses it, and another throw in for the Pacers.
Ball is kicked high into the air. It's going to stay inbounds, and it's going to get kicked right back out.
So the Pacers just moving their way down the field.
This is trying to stay in control of this game, and they're going to lose the ball. That's not how you stay in control. And a high, almost said high fly ball. It's not baseball. Well, in the majors it is, but it's going to go out of bounds again, and this time Lenoir-Rhyne will take possession. I'm still in baseball mode. That was the last sport I called, so.
I understand.
Aces with it, almost a handball, hand touch.
Yeah, handball.
Oh, I had it right the first time.
Yeah.
Bears take it back, move it up the field, and it's going to roll out of bounds on the Pacers.
Good job by Bryant to get it past a couple of defenders. As Lopez takes it. Back into his third.
Bears bringing it up, sending it right back to the midfield, setting things up.
Into the box, Smith. No, that was not Smith, sorry.
Pacers were able to head it out, but the Bears take possession again. They'll send it in deep to Lopez. Lopez has an open lane on the goal. There's the shot, and it is in there for the goal.
And Lopez was able to get behind the defenders on that one and just goes upper 90 to to get a 2-0 lead for Lenoir-Rhyne. I mean, well-played ball across the pitch to him, and he took one dribble and was past the Pacer defender and able to cross it into the box, and great shot. I mean, tough chance for Chase Bolton to try to be able to.
And Bolton went off of his fingertips, but didn't deflect it wide or high enough, and it found that top corner.
And so the Pacers trail 2-0 with 36:05 left in the contest. They're going to have to get on their horse to be able to get back in this game.
Pacers down 2-0. And they'll take possession after this whistle. Sending it deep on in there. King will run on out to meet the ball.
And King boots it just past midfield.
There's Take, a little tumble over for the ball as it's kicked out of bounds. That's going to be Pacer ball. They're going to try to move it down the pitch quickly.
Floats it to Simmond.
And keeps it inbounds. And a little shove there, and that's going to get called.
He just flips it immediately into the box.
And it's going to roll behind the net.
Yeah, Barracat unable to get it. A good idea by Simmons when they're trying to set up. He just flips it towards the base, toward the end line, and Barracat unable to corral it.
And trying to make something happen out of nothing. Almost did.
Good idea, but just not able to execute.
King will go ahead and kick it on out. Bears trying to move it on up. Pacer defense counters. Sent back on out to midfield. A little fight for the ball, and some players are down on the ground.
And give me a whistle of foul on USC Aiken.
Ball sent deep into the Pacers zone, misses everybody and rolls out of bounds.
And Bolton's going to take the kick. It's getting a little windy over here.
Just a little bit. See some storm clouds way out there to the northwest.
I'm so confused on my direction when I'm here.
Oh, the sun set over that way.
Okay, so it was a little while ago. And Ito tries to flip it back, but
ball finally touches the ground as it was bouncing off of different players' heads and feet. It's going to be skied on out to midfield. Pacers trying to get a hold of it, and they're going to roll it on back to Bolton. And Bolton kicking it back on out to midfield into the Bear territory, headed back to midfield. Bears keeping possession of it, pressured by the Pacers.
Great job by Lenoir-Rhyne.
And they're going to kick it on right back to King. King sends it on out, headed back into the field of play, almost went out of bounds. Lopez with it now, trying to beat the Pacer defense. Pacer defense comes up the victor there. And now Lenoir-Rhyne bringing it on in. Bolton rushes out to meet the ball.
Bolton throws it all the way to midfield.
Good throw there by Bolton. Should try for the baseball team with a throw like that.
You can probably throw it farther than some of our players.
Maybe.
Good job by Nader Faki in the stands playing the ball back to the Bear. Of course, you know, Faki spent 4 years here and was featured in our video of Versus last year, which was highly funny.
Shot on goal, and it's scooped up by Bolton.
Nearly got underneath his arms for another goal.
Yeah, that would have been bad, and it certainly would have crushed
some dreams.
Yeah, crushed some dreams and crushed any positive emotions he may have had.
You know, 2-0, not a big deal because you score that one goal, then you're fired up and come back. And when I was at Virginia Tech, our coach always said the 2-0 lead was the hardest lead to have. He's like, he'd rather play up 1-0 than 2-0. As Pacers earn a corner kick, Bearcat to take it with 31 minutes left to go in the contest, at least in regulation.
He's just waiting to set things up. There's a corner kick.
Plays it across the box.
And Lenoir-Rhyne will take it and send it out of bounds again.
So another corner kick. This time it'll be Simmond.
Pacers have probably their best weapon for a corner kick out there right now.
Yep. Curling it in, but
King got out there and pushed that one away. And the Bears now have it. 2-on-1 opportunity brewing, and it's going to be canceled. And a slide tackle is going to get called on a foul. Almost a 2-on-1 breaking out there.
And then the ball was played a little bit behind them, and it was a tough call, but they called the foul. And so, you know, respect what the referee says and keep playing.
Referee has the final say on everything.
Yes, he does.
High kick near the goal, headed away, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Gonna be a corner kick.
Substituting in is number 27, Israel Ramirez.
And Israel Ramirez, the sophomore from Newton, North Carolina, is going to be subbing in for the Bears. Two are down in the corner, looking to take the kick. Goes far post, across the box.
Bears keep it in the zone, however. Trying to get a quick shot on goal. Spoiled by the defense, and it's sent right back on out. This time to the far corner.
You hear the referee saying that we have a lightning situation, but it's not within the zone right now, so we will continue to play.
And a storm is out there, but it's moving away.
And in 8 minutes, the game will be official. I believe it's 70 minutes into the contest.
So Pacers will look to try to at least get 2 goals within that 8-minute span.
No pressure.
No pressure at all, indeed. But unless the game doesn't get canceled, then they have the full time.
Exactly.
Bears with it, trying to keep it in. Pacers stealing it away. All sitting in no man's land. Pacers get it back, sending it on up to midfield. And a whistle blown here. Foul coming up against the Pacers.
And Ida whistled for that foul over Sehan.
Ball kicked into the Pacers zone. Pacers trying to kick it back on out. They do, and it goes out of bounds into the Pacer bench.
And the Bears are going to throw it in.
Long throw in. Fought for. Still fought for. Pacers coming up with it. Bears intercept the pass to midfield. Lopez takes it. And it's deflected out of bounds by one of the jerseys that's a different name. 29.
So that would be Gregory Bennett.
Thank you. I never made the corrections on my score sheet, so.
It's okay. We won't hold it against you this time.
Yes, you will. I know you will.
Nope, I've turned over a new leaf. It's a new season.
Okay, all right. We'll see how long that lasts.
Probably about 26 more minutes.
Okay, that's fair. And Bolton will take it. Try to send it on out to midfield. Set up an offensive attack for the Pacers. Good kick by Bolton. Bears, however, are able to take it. Send it back into the Pacers' side. Offensive opportunity for the Bears. Nobody there, and that's going to be a goal for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears, and it is 3-0.
And that was tough. USC getting unable to clear it like they wanted to, and next thing you know, Lenoir-Rhyne's on the attack.
Almost basically a 2-on-0 situation.
Yep. And it's Kevin Nadeau from Morganton, North Carolina. Was on with the goal. Newman Sana with the assist. There might have been a double assist on that one. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say Hunter Lathrop was in my way, but he was kind of in my way.
There's some good. I'll say this: there was some good passing on that goal by the Bears. Just very clean, textbook passing.
And you've seen that really. I've seen that for like the last few years. That Lenoir-Rhyne's come here. They are a well-coached team and able to. It seems like they played with each other for years and years and years instead of just a couple weeks of the preseason.
Well, they're showing off their skill today. 3-0 your score with 25:47 left in the second half.
And speaking of 25, Toby Ayers going to come back to the game, as well as Brett Smith.
Back on the pitch, number 3, Emil Tansinda. On the pitch for the Pacers, number 25.
And Tansinda's going to move back on the pitch for Lenoir-Rhyne, the sophomore from Sale, England.
And number 17, Brett Smith.
That is one thing you'll see. Both these teams have a lot of international student athletes.
And the ball is sent out of bounds. It'll be a Pacer ball. It's thrown in, sent back out to midfield. Bears trying to keep possession. Send it back into their own zone, back into the Pacer zone. Misses everybody. Pacers will take it. It is blocked, however, by Ramirez.
Good job by the referee to get out of the way.
Good reaction skill. Ramirez trying to chase it down as it heads towards the corner. He'll get there in time. Gets around a Pacer defender, sends it in on goal. Bolton able to meet that ball and send it back on out to Simmons.
Flicking it over to Simmons, and he thought he was going to take charge and go a little bit faster, but he's waiting for his teammates to get up there. But he runs into 2 defenders who steal the ball away from him.
Bears back on the attack. Low ground ball shot right into the waiting arms of Bolton. Ball is stolen away again. Bears have just turned everything on here in the second half and are really putting the pressure on the Pacers.
Smith has it and plays it back momentarily to Tobier.
Ball almost rolled out of bounds.
Smith to Ito, back to Smith. To Orlak.
Good pressure here from the Bears, not giving the Pacers much room. Let's just take it back. Ooh, nice little slide tackle, but the whistle will blow. And a yellow card issued. the ball is sent high into the sky and deep down the pitch. Bears will keep possession. Trying to set things up again. Pacer D sends the ball high into the air again. Trying to break things up, and they're able to. Ball is fought for. Ito loses the fight. Pacers take it back. High kick deep into the Bear territory, and King will take it. Stop any offensive attacks. King sends it high, veering near the left corner.
And they're going to get a foul call on that one for holding. And Smith's going to take the ball and try to play it deep with 22:08 on the clock.
Running after it is Ito, but King is going to beat him to the ball and cover it up.
Good idea by Simmons to flip it on and see what Ito could do, but just about a hair too far.
There's a good opportunity that could have been, but never was. King skies it in the Pacer zone. Pacers trying to send it back on out with possession. And they do. This is a breakaway opportunity for Simmons. He's coming in on goal. Here's the shot, and he just sends it wide. A beautiful opportunity. Simmons had nobody to beat but the keeper, and he just sent it to the wide left part.
And Roberto Biandito going in for Ito, who's played well tonight in his first appearance for the Pacers. King plays it towards midfield.
Bears have possession, almost stolen away. Now the Pacers do steal it away.
And try and go on the offensive as Bearcat races towards the ball.
A little fight for the ball as a bunch of players land on top of it. The whistle will be blown.
So this will be U.S. taking ball. We'll see what they do. Referee signals for them to play.
Headed away by the Bear defense.
Biandito corrals it. Tips it towards the box.
He's trying to get a shot on goal, and it goes off of the post.
Shot by Brett Smith that was inches away from going in.
Half an inch to the left, and that would have been a goal.
And that's a whole different ball game with 20 minutes to go.
So two golden opportunities. The Pacers just missed by a hair, and that could have been 2 goals.
So
Headed out of bounds on the Pacers. Bears will keep possession. Pacers take it. Trying to get it out to midfield. It's sent right back in by the Bears. But it's out of bounds on the Bears, so the Pacers will take it.
yep, and a couple subs coming in. Crushmar for the Pacers and number 21, Dejon Charlton for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Ball is sent in and right back out of bounds. Bears with possession, trying to beat the Pacer defense. They're able to. Rolling towards the back corner, and it's going to go out of bounds.
It's going to be a... Well, Chase Bolton's going to take the kick.
Bolton sends it on out.
About 10 yards past midfield.
Deflected a little deeper into Bear territory, but right into the waiting hands of the defense, or feet of the defense, I should say.
And under 17 minutes to go in the contest.
And 3-0 your score. The Bears lead the Pacers. Pacers trying to keep possession here in the offensive zone. Unable to. Bears take it back. They'll send it right back on into King, who skies it.
Smith challenges for it. Pacers corral it to Simmons.
Nice
Flips it to Biandicho, but Bears able to get a hold of it.
Send it on off. It's going to roll out of bounds. And Pacers are going to contest that it went off of, I believe they're saying it went off of Ramirez.
It looked like he took a dribble, and then the referee corrected him. The center ref corrected him.
Yep.
And he did take a dribble.
It just barely touched it, yeah. So a good call, good reversal of call, I guess you could say. Pacers keep possession here. Trying to send it in towards the net. Bears stealing it away. Pacers steal it right back. Trying to set something up here. Right along the outside edge.
And Tobier trying to corral it.
Tobier playing physical, using his size to his advantage there. Bears bringing it up the pitch, however. And Bolton is going to scoop that ball up before any harm can be done. Rolls it right back out.
To Orlak, who plays it looking for Biandicho, but plays it short. Intercepted by the Bears.
Pacers taking the ball back. Send it into Bolton.
And we're going to have a little timeout for, looks like a cramp.
And I noticed he was sitting down for a while there, and I was wondering if they were going to call the play dead or not.
As we're both looking at our phones for see what the Volleyball team's doing. After winning the first one, they lost a heartbreaker in the second one. They were up 22-19 and lose 25-13. Dropped the third set, and they're trailing in the fourth set. So unless they can go on a run here, the Pacers are going to go to 0-2.
But again, these are some of the top teams
in the country. And they're not getting blown out. It's 25-21, 25-23, 25-19. That's
similar to their to the action they saw in the Elite Eight last year. They dropped the match 3-0, but they were 25-23, 25-20 type of situation. So all they have to do is make a few corrections, and they'll be.
And you look at it, looking at the stats, we've had 30 attack errors. That's gonna.
Hey, you fix that.
I mean, even if you have 15, you're winning. You probably win the match 3-0. And it's not like they're getting blocked much. It's just hitting it out of bounds into the net, from what I'm guessing, because you don't see any blocks in the stats. It's one of the two. But I digress. If we have 14:54 left in the contest here, Pacers trail 3-0.
Pacers with a couple of golden opportunities that were just missed. Smith and Simmons, who had just a hair to the left or a hair to the right, and that ball would have been a goal, and we'd have a 3-2 ball game.
Bendicho tries to one-touch it over to Tobier.
Trying for the breakaway here. Pacers.
Bears are trying to say it's out, but Bendicho is able to keep it in. And Lenoir-Rhyne back with the ball.
Bears keeping possession. Playing keep away with the Pacer defenders. Sent into the Pacers zone. And they're going to deflect that in towards Bolton. And Bears are going to contest that they kicked it back to Bolton.
I think Kreshner was just trying to touch the ball at all and wasn't trying to play it back to Bolton whatsoever. Tobier with a nice little move.
That's some good footwork there by Tobier as he brings it up. Stolen away. No clear possession just yet. Now the Bears take it. Sending it in towards the back corner. Pacer D trying to block things up. They do. Send it back on out towards midfield. Stolen away by the Bears again. Keeping that offensive pressure going. And the ball is going to roll out of bounds. They'll hand the ball to Bolton to kick it back in. Bolton skies it. Bears taking it away. Pacers get it back. Little fight for the ball. Bears in possession. Lopez with it. Nice work by the Pacers to keep that ball in the offensive zone. And Simmons tried to fight for it, and he's going to send it on out of bounds.
He's going to get the corner kick.
Simmons setting up the corner kick. Looking to sit in sole possession of first place.
For a career assist.
And it goes right into the waiting hands of King, who jumps up to meet it.
And they're saying someone was offsides.
King sends it on out. Pacers trying to head it back in. A couple missed headers from both teams on that one. Now the Bears will take it on up, trying to beat everybody, and it's going into the hands of Bolton as he slides down to intercept that ball.
And he throws it deep to Bendicho.
And it's kicked out of bounds. Bendicho will take it back in, however.
Yeah.
Simmons misses the ball on the inbound pass. Bounces in the air, still bouncing in the air, and it's going to go out of bounds.
With 11:30 left on the clock. Lenoir-Rhyne is taking the time now.
Trying to drain the clock. They have a healthy 3-0 lead. Pacers head it back out of bounds. All sent in towards the net. Bolton will take it. Runs it on out a little bit. And now he'll send it down the pitch.
Boosted about 75 yards.
Sign him to an NFL contract with that. He'll fight for the ball, and the Bears are going to win the fight. Sending it down on in. Foot race for it. Won by the Pacers.
Orlak takes it, tries to flip the field. Kreshner over to Smith. Smith to Bendicho.
Bendicho bringing it on up. Gets it to Simmons near the corner. Simmons runs into a defender and loses possession, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Pacer possession.
And Apugo is going to come in, and so is Semino.
Just over 10 minutes to go in the second half. 3-0 your score. Bears leading the Pacers.
And USC Aiken does drop match to Willing Jesuit, 3-1, but rookie L.A. Smith gets her first career double-double. Emily Telon with a double-double. Christine Carroll with 14 kills. You know, some positives take away against the number 11 team in the nation.
And again, we went into this tournament not really expecting to go 4-0.
But we could go 2-2 tomorrow. I mean, 2 wins tomorrow and go 2-2, and that's you're going to be nationally ranked.
Even if they win just one match, I mean, that meets my expectations.
You know, well, mine were 4-0, but I was still up for 2-2.
That's true. Just not 0-4. I don't want an 0-4 road trip like that.
No, and I think that the team that they're probably a little shell-shocked a little bit when they came out today, and coming in and getting a set and playing close against the number 11 team in the nation, I think that's going to help their confidence despite the loss.
Oh, they won a set against them too, so.
And they just caught a foul right there against Smith. But, you know, busy day tomorrow, two volleyball matches tomorrow against Southern Indiana and North Alabama. Home soccer against Lenoir-Rhyne. Men's soccer team is off until Monday at 4:30 when they take on SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design. And it's the second game of doubleheader as the women play Belmont Abbey. So it's a fun weekend, busy weekend here at the Pacer Pit.
Yeah, it'll be fun though.
And for all the action you need, just follow pacersports.com and look at Pacer Athletics on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, USC Aiken Athletics. We have it all for you.
Indeed. Not bad for a D2 school, small D2 school that we are.
Well, you know, over 3,000 people, not too small, and you know, some of the best teams in the nation. We had our men's basketball team in the Final Four a couple years ago. You know, men's tennis team is nationally ranked. Baseball is nationally ranked. I mean, volleyball going to the Elite Eight. Golf team always nationally ranked.
And golf team always seems to have a chance at a national championship.
That they do.
They've won 3.
they play in the toughest region in the country, and so does Lenoir-Rhyne. But man, that is tough. When I don't want to get something wrong, but it seems like about every single national championship the last few years has come from a team in the region because they're just that good.
And this is prime golf country.
It is. As Biandito plays it into the defensive third.
We'll fight for the ball. Bears keeping possession, and then the ball's going to roll near the out-of-bounds territory. Kept in, though.
With just over 7 minutes to go, Krushmar flips it to Orlek. Ball is won by Lenoir-Rhyne. Flipped into the box. No one's home, so Bolton's going to pick it up.
Bolton sends it down the field. Missing everybody, and it's going to roll out of bounds.
Now on the pitch, number 22, Holden Bryant.
And Bryant's going to come under the pitch for Lenoir-Rhyne with 6:25 left to go in the contest. It looks like USC won't be able to get the win in this one. I mean, things can happen strangely, but if they do go 0-1, they'll have a game Monday at 4:30 against Savannah College of Art and Design. And then come back Wednesday and Saturday in the next week to play at home against Newberry and Palm Beach Atlantic, respectively. Palm Beach Atlantic out of Florida, and they are tough in every single sport.
Well, the Bears will take the ball.
And now just trying to waste some time.
And not a lot of time left to waste. 5:43 to go. And they'll send it back on into the keeper, King. King sending it back down the pitch. Bears keeping possession of it. Sending it in down towards the corner. Just unable to keep it in bounds. It just barely rolled out. Pacers will take it. And Bolton will send it. Pacers send it back inbounds. Little fight for the ball. A lot of defenders there. Pacers somehow able to keep possession. Now the Bears will take it. Pacers trying to play aggressive here. Ball's going to go back out of bounds. Pacers still in possession of the ball. And the Bears will take over now as the ball rolls out of bounds on the Pacers. Just over 4 minutes to go. Pacers trailing 3-0 against the Bears of Lenoir-Rhyne. Sent down the pitch. Bolton rushes out to meet it. Kicks it right back on out of any danger. And it rolls out of bounds again. Bears just eating away time now as they send it back in. Pacers just looking to not get shut out at this point. And the ball is sent into the stands. So I tell you to pay attention, even if you're just a spectator. Sent deep into the Bear territory. Trying to find an open lane through the defenders. Unable to as it's sent back out and out to midfield. Almost a breakaway opportunity there for the Bears. Pace is able to spoil it, however. And it's sent out of bounds on a missed pass.
Yeah, with under 3 minutes here to go. Tomorrow we'll be back on the air at probably about 12:55 for the 1 o'clock game. Or match, I should say, not game.
Game, match.
They knew what I meant.
Match game.
But we will be on about 12:55, pending weather. I mean, it should be good to go, but we are outdoors, so you just never can tell. I mean, our equipment's outdoors.
Yeah, I don't want to destroy $10,000 worth of equipment thanks to a little rain.
No. But again, that's, you know, we thank our sponsors for all the help, because without them we couldn't do what we do over here.
Ace is sending it on in. Trying to get a shot on goal. And our Rhine defense playing tough as the ball rolls out of play. Under 2 to go in the final half of regulation.
Busy week the next week after soccer tomorrow, Monday, and Wednesday. Home volleyball tournament next weekend.
And I will be there for that.
Eight teams, 16 matches over 2 days, along with home soccer. As Smith heads the ball back, but the Bears boot it away. It's like a little pinball machine over here. And whistle for the foul right there. So with just over a minute left to go, Pacers are going to try one last time to get something going here.
Trying to avoid getting shut out as we reach 1 minute.
1 minute.
And a full-on football tackle going on over there.
Yep. Clock is ticking under 40 seconds to go, and Pacers are going to try to line it up and try to score here. You got down to 36 seconds.
A lot of time being taken off the clock. And they'll stop it with just about 30 to go. Yellow card is issued.
And that's because they didn't back up for the 10 yards. Not sure who that was on. He could have put the yellow card on about 5 different players. And you can hear it down in the press box. They're joking. It was like, you can't tell who's going to get the yellow card, but we'll check with them after the match. It's really kind of a bad play if you're Lenoir-Rhyne to waste a yellow card with 30 seconds to go and a 3-0 lead. Because after your 5th yellow card, you're suspended for a game, and,
Yeah.
you waste one right here.
And there's the shot. It's deflected away and out of bounds into the intramural softball field as the clock ticks down to 20 seconds to go.
And that's about going to wrap it up with 15 seconds to go.
And
So
King will just walk it on out, take his time here. 10 seconds left.
And so, for Marcus Johnson, this is Brent Hager. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight, and tune in tomorrow as these two schools battle again.
2, 1.
And your final night, Lenoir-Rhyne 3, USC 0.